welcome to my channel. And today is a Thursday, so it is another installment of Thrifty Thursday, where we take suggestions from you guys that you leave in the comments to our videos, and then we make layouts with your suggestions. And we typically choose three items that we can work with, and then we make a layout. And the other lady involved in all of this busyness is Becky Bitting, and I'll leave a link down to her channel below, and she's got a stunner of a page this week for you guys, so go ahead and take a look at her page and take a look at her process video. So today we are working with paper clips. Now I've got this little baggie and I'm very happy with my paper clips. Now some of these bow paper clips are Maggie Higgins Maggie Holmes paper clips, and other bow clips I don't know, I got them at the dollar shop or something. So I've got some bow paper clips, and then I've got a paper clip with the word love, and then I've got some cute cacti, loads of these. So I'm not sure which paper clips I'll be using, most likely a bow and the word love. So if you don't have fancy paper clips or shaped paper clips, you can just use normal paper clips in your layouts that you are making. The other element that we are using today, now we've done this before in a Thrifty Thursday, but we are doing it again, brads. So I finally found my brad stash. I'm very happy for that. So I've got a couple of colors that I can work with here. Specifically, I've got this very beautiful aqua color, this blue that is present as well in the this collection that I'm going to be using today, and then these cute little pink ones. So I might be using 3 different kinds of brads or colors today. Now the third aspect that we are working with today is fussy cutting. So I just want to say a couple of things to do with fussy cutting before I start on this page. So fussy cutting is probably one of my favorite things to do on a layout. I really love the act of cutting. I've always loved it since I was, I don't know, before school. I remember my nursery teacher always giving me scissors to cut, and I just love cutting things out with scissors. So today I'm using this page. It's from Willow Lane, and it's got all the butterflies on. So this is a very basic page to fussy cut. Now you can get very intricate pages that you can fussy cut. So I'm just going to show you a couple of examples of pages that you can fussy cut. So I've got my magnolia stash here, and I use it in a lot of my videos for examples. But for today I would just like to show you pages that you could fussy cut. Like for instance, this page you could fussy cut out this rose, you could fussy cut out the little hummingbird, and then this flower as well. Here you can fussy cut out all these flowers on the side of this page. So even this you can fussy cut. It doesn't matter really. There's obviously a limit of the size you can fussy cut, but it just matters like how adventurous you are. If you have the time to fussy cut these small little details, or if you are just looking for something big to fussy cut, for instance a flower like this, or this bird is really beautiful. So there's lots you can do with fussy cutting. Now especially a page like this, you could fussy cut all these flowers, you could fussy cut the stems, the little twigs, and all the little buds that are coming off the flowers. Another thing to do with fussy cutting is that it is an excellent way of getting more embellishment. So if you've got an ephemera pack and the little tabs or tags, ephemera and something like that, stickers and so forth, and you've got a bunch of papers, like for instance this one. When I bought this kit, I bought 2 of these butterfly papers because I knew that I would be cutting out loads of butterflies when I created with this kit. So if you see a page that you would like to fussy cut, buy more than one, you know, and then use the one on a scrapbook page if you would like to, or be like me and just fussy cut both pages. Now, there's lots of pages with florals and leaves and things like that. That is just gorgeous to fussy cut. So that also extends your ephemera. So it just sort of gives you more ephemera to work with. And so sometimes you don't even have to buy the ephemera pack if the collection has lots of pages that facilitate fussy cutting. I've bought collections where I just buy the paper and I don't buy anything else because there's so much to fussy cut on the paper. I use the paper and I don't use any of the ephemera. So that is my 2 cents worth of fussy cutting. Another thing, another 2 cents worth, is you should have proper scissors for fussy cutting. Now, you can be adventurous and try with a bigger scissor and so on, but I'm talking from experience here to say that you have to have a scissor that is easy to hold onto and that is soft on the fingers. And these Tim Holtz tiny tonic snips scissors with the very sharp blades are perfect because they move with your hand. They sort of, you know, bend around your fingers. Otherwise, you get blisters on your fingers, or your fingers just really start hurting and when you have a lot of fussy cutting to do. So I really like these little Tim Holtz scissors. They are very sharp. They've also got a serrated, the one blade is serrated and the other blade is quite, obviously very sharp. And I love the fact that one of the blades is serrated, because if you're fussy cutting sometimes and you use normal scissors, sometimes you sort of slip and then you cut into something that you're not supposed to cut into, or you slip and you cut away from it. And whereas when you use these little serrated scissors, it's like, I explained it in another video, it's like cogs in a wheel, where you sort of, each little cog makes the paper go through the scissor bit by bit. So it's very unlikely that you will slip and you'll just run your scissor through a piece that you want to fussy cut. So the scissor literally stops every time you move around, especially if you go around corners or little sharp edges or things like that. These little serrated scissors are awesome. Now, I don't know if you got what I said because I didn't quite know how to explain that, but I hope you do. Otherwise, just get yourself these little scissors and see for yourself how easy it is to fussy cut with these Tim Holtz scissors. I don't even know how I fussy cut without these. Really, these are awesome. I had these little scissors and you can see they have been used. The rubber ends are falling off on the ends, and they're also very sharp. But as well, like with these ones, I can slip very easily because they're so sharp. I slip. The page slips between the blades very easily, and then I usually don't cut as precise as I want to cut. Now I also have these tiny little ones. Now these are supposed to be little sewing scissors. Again, very sweet, nice, but they are not too happy with my fingers aren't too happy with the scissors. And if you have a lot to fussy cut, this isn't what you really want to go for. You want to go for something that you can hold and that is easy to hold and that sort of molds around your fingers. And this one bends and moves, so it is very easy. I know you get a bigger one like this as well. I really want the bigger one as well, but at the moment I just have the smaller one. So I'm going to put you guys on fast forward and I'm going to get going with my page. I'm using this photo of Lucy and my daughter. This is when Lucy was about 1 year old, and Emma was lying on the ground and they were just having a blast. So I'm going to be scrapping this photo today, and I hope that you tag along for the process. Thank you. So you can see there that I fussy cut all of those butterflies out of that pattern paper sheet, and I sort of grouped the colors together. And for a bit I fuss around with all of the different color butterflies, but in the end I settle on just 2 colors. Now look at the cute photo. Lucy was, Emma was lying on the ground,
for our photo shoot last year, and Lucy just went over and gave her a big hug and a kiss, so that was really cute. So I used a mixture of the Flourish from Create Paper and Willow Lane. So I used some of the Flourish to back my photo with some scrap pieces of paper that I had left, and then the butterflies come from Willow Lane Create Paper. So that's basically what I did there. I do stick that pink to the other side, but the pink really didn't go with the sort of the colors that I went with in the end. So I do take that pink off at a stage, and I put in another color, and you'll see that in a bit. And it feels like the last couple of weeks, all I've been doing on my YouTube videos is apologizing for the quality of my YouTube videos. And I know this is not on, and I know this is it's not on because you guys subscribe to my channel for a reason. And all I've been doing these last couple of weeks is really just apologizing for lost footage and coloring of footage, and the white balance of the footage, and in focus, out focus. And you know what, I have a Canon 7D, and it's supposed to be a very, very good camera, especially for video recording, and I am struggling myself to death with this thing. Now, in South Africa, I had a little photography business, and I used this thing for weddings, and I used it for birthday parties and christenings and everything, and I never had any issues with it. And it's been lying in my cupboard for about 3 or 4 years now, in any case, where I just used it sporadically here in Dubai. But really nothing much, you know, the camera hasn't experienced any like trauma, or it hasn't fallen or anything. But since I've switched it on, there's just issues with it from the get-go, and I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure if I should just send it in to get it fixed. I don't know if there is even a place here in Dubai that I can get my Canon fixed, or if I should just buy a new camera because yeah, I'm at my wit's end with my camera, really. And the whole reason why I switched to my Canon is because I did all my videos originally on my phone. You know, it's just easier that way. All my editing software is in any case on my phone, so the videos on my phone, then I edit on my phone, everything's done on my phone. And I've never had issues with it until I got my new lights, and then obviously the lighting was an issue because then the phone couldn't handle the amount of light, and then there was flickering. It's all the light's fault. I tell you, it's all the light's fault. I just shouldn't have gotten these lights. But anyway, I have the lights now. I paid an arm and a leg for them, and I've decided I will use them. And since I've got my Canon, I decided I'll use my Canon, but it's just been one headache. I lose footage all the time with the Canon, and it just switches off, and then it shows an error, and then I've got to take the battery out. And I've reset that thing so many times since opening it up again now the last couple of weeks. So I don't know what to do with it. So again, I'm apologizing for this video. I did lose footage. You will see it in a little bit. I did lose some footage, but I tried to make up for it as much as I could. But anyway, as you can see there, I started off using all of those butterflies in a sort of a wreath, a circular design on my page. And then I didn't like that. It was too segmented. The one color didn't flow nicely into the other color. It was a bit too rough for me. So I took off that piece of pink from the Flourish collection, and I added this yellow, and I think that's also from the Flourish collection, and it matched the yellow of those butterflies from the Willow Lane collection just perfectly. And that's the nice thing of Create Paper, is that the one collection sort of morphs into the next collection, and you can mix and match the collections really easily. Some of the colors don't necessarily, there's one or two colors that don't really go, but the majority of the colors and embellishments really follow from the last collection. So it's easy to use all of your collections together, to sort of mix and match them together. So I decided to go with the yellow and the blue. And you'll see in the photo, there's some flesh tones, obviously, a little tinge of red on Lucy's head, and then Lucy's blue little romper she's got on, and then the grass in the background is green. So the majority of this is flesh tones, blue and green, that the photo has going on. So I thought the green and the yellow, you know, those are two colors that go together well, and then the blue obviously to echo Lucy's clothes. So that's what I decided to go with for this layout. And I'm going to be placing my little photo cluster at the bottom left hand corner, and I apologize that this is off screen. Another apology. Anywho, so this is a little bit off screen, and you can see I put that that little paperclip love on the open space in the photo, on that little bit of negative space on the photo there. So I'm going to jump ahead to the next little bit I did, and this is where the footage that I lost comes in, and you'll see in a bit. So I added my brads, and I added blue brads and pink brads because the little butterflies has bits of pink in it, and that pink was the perfect color to match with the pink and the butterflies. I also added 2 more paper clips, a little bow top left hand corner and another little bow paper clip bottom right hand corner, sorry. So I also added some Heidi Swapp black color shine. There's a little bit of black in the photo, so I thought this would work very nicely. And I also just added in that whole diagonal embellishment cluster that I've got going on the page. And they're very fine little splats. I don't do massive splats on this page because everything's very dainty and butterfly-y. So the next day I came back to this layout and I felt that it wasn't finished. There was something that needed to be done. So I went into some of the other pattern papers in the collection and I fussy cut some of the leaves and the hearts out. Now there's one of the pattern papers with only hearts, and there's another pattern paper with very sketchy white flowers and leaves on blue paper. So I fussy cut some of the leaves out and then some of those hearts. And that flag is from the ephemera pack from Willow Lane. And those leaves obviously also from Willow Lane, and the hearts also from Willow Lane. So now you can see that this little bit of the video is out of focus. Yes, my struggles continue. So this was the next day, and obviously the focus, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and explain it anymore. I keep on promising that I'm going to sort it out, and just as soon as I think I sorted it out, then something else happens, and I'm fed up. Anyway, so I'm going to be adding a little bit more layering behind my photo there, and I really like the way that looks. I'm also going to be bringing in some Heidi Swapp gold color shine, just to bring in some more of the gold that's in the paper clips. And that is it for this layout. If you like what you see, please like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and joining my little YouTube community. And I really love reading your comments. I respond to most of the comments, and I love hearing from you guys. I love getting suggestions from you guys. You guys are very encouraging to me, and I just love doing YouTube videos for you. So I will link to Becky's video below, so that you can go check out her video as well. And I will see you again next week, Thursday, for the next Thrifty Thursday. Bye.